Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And in this video, we are going to talk about the programming language, the C programming language, and which is the most needed programming languages, which is the most needed programming language if you are coming from a computer science background. And you must know it because C is known as the mother of all programming languages. In this series of tutorials, we are not going to discuss what programming is and all the basics fundamentals. We will only discuss about C, and we will be stick to the codes only. Don't expect any theory portions from this tutorial. If you need theory, then go and find another video on YouTube. There are a lot of videos available. But if you are interested in coding, then obviously this is the video for you. So let's get started. So C is developed by Dennis Ritchie in 1972, and it is a compilable language. Now what do I mean by compiler? Means if we write some code, it will first generate an object file which the machines can understand. Then it will be converted to an executable file that we can run into a machine. But so let's do it practically. And first of all, we need the compiler to be installed in our machine. So the GCC compiler is the most popular compiler for compiling the C language. So you can search for GCC. But so let me search for it. And this is the official website of GCC. In Linux, we will already have GCC installed, but for Windows, you have to install it manually if you want to compile C language. And this is the official website of GCC. Here you can see the GNU compiler collection includes frontends for C, C++, Objective-C, Fortran, and a lot of languages are there. But to make things easier, we will use an IDE or integrated development environment to compile C. Now, the most popular IDE are these two. One is called the CodeBlocks IDE, and another is called DevC++. Now, you can use any one of them, but if you are using a low-end PC, then the DevC++ will be a lighter IDE for your system. So let me download it and install it in my system. So I'll put the links in the description so that you can download it also. But if you are not using it from any mobile phone, then let me save it in the desktop. And if you are not using any laptop, you are trying it to from your mobile phone, then one is application in the Play Store called CPP Droid, which can also help you to compile your C language programs, C language source codes. So we will check that also in the, but for this video we will be sticking in our laptop. In the next video we will learn how we can compile our C language source code from our mobile phones using the CPP Droid and Droid app. If you are interested in the code blocks ID, then you can click on the you can go visit the code blocks link, and here you'll have the downloads option. Then simply click on the binaries. Then you will have a lot of options from where you can download, but you must have to select the fourth option, which is the code blocks, and then the version and the mingw setup. This is the right version to execute C as well as C++ languages. So you can download it from SourceForge or FOSSA. If you click on the link, it will be redirected to the sourceforge.net, and from here you can download. But I don't want it to download, so let me cancel it. And our DevC++ file is downloaded. So let me open it and install it in my system. And then you have to select the language. Let us stick with English, and then some license agreement. Click on I agree, and the simple process to install a software. And make sure that the defaults are selected. And if you want to remove the old configuration file, if you already have, and click on the next. The destination folder, I will give it the default and click on install. Now this will take some time to install it in your system, and let us fast forward this video to the when the installation is successful. Now our installation is successful, and let us run it. it is selected. So after you click finish, it will run the dev C++ automatically. And here it is. You can select the language from here. So I'll select the English original. Then the font, you can select your custom default font, custom fonts, or keep it default. So I think I have a better font than the default one, and that is this one. And you can change the ID color to something different. There are a lot of options available. So we like the dark one, so let us select the GSS hacker, and there you can see the preview of the theme, and let's click install. Click on OK, and it will change on only the editor, not the total, not the total, not the entire interface. So if we click, there are a lot of options you can see, but all are disabled. First of all, we need to create a new source file, then we'll be able to see it. And here you can see we are in the dark interface, and let us make the code source, let us make the editor a bit bigger so that you can see the source code what I am typing. And this is something where we are going to write our code. And so first, let us start. The first code I'm going to write is just make it a copy in your IDE. Then we will explain this, what each signs or a word signifies. So first I will type has, then include, and inside of this angular brackets or inside of a diamond we will type stdio.h, then void main curly braces printf, and we always start with the program by printing hello world, so in every language. So let us print that hello world. Oh, I'm sorry for that. And at the end, the most important thing is a semicolon. And then if you click on the execute option, the first option you will have is compile. Now if you click on compile, then it will prompt you to save the file. Now let us save it on desktop, but first of all let me create a new folder, and inside of it let us save it as hello dot, and the extension for the C file will be .c. So let us have an extension of .c and click on save. Now here you can see that compilation results error 0. This is the logs of compiling this source code, and here you can see if there is any error, then it will be printed here, but for this code there are no errors, so this is successfully compiled. Now if you want to run it, go back to the execute option and click on run, and this is running, but I have an antivirus which is it is scanning this file, and there you can see that it is printing hello world in our terminal. Now what is going on under the hood? So let us exit from this terminal and explain what is in this code.